work for me. It's hard to keep track these days. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant?
I'm here now, and ready to work.
Good. Now, let's make... You look a bit different than I remembered. Did you go to Enhance? No. Now I remember. They told me they sent me someone new. Anyway, they told me you were a strong candidate for this job. So, looking forward to seeing how well you do. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work.
Sure, just point me at your computer and I'll get to your messages.
Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me.
What happened to your last assistant?
I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about.
What do we do here exactly?
Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, new assistant. I keep forgetting.
Okay, I'm leaving now. Not that you're listening anyway.
Yeah.
I hope your day is going well. Hello, do you have business with Governor Hurst?
I do. I need to speak with him about something.
Ah, this is a good time to take advantage of his availability then. He's currently not too busy. Please, go right ahead.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you?
Actually, there's something important I need from you.
Something important, huh? Well, lay it out for me.
Governor Hurst, I'm here on behalf of Peter Brennan.
Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's okay. You can drop the act with me.
Interesting. It appears Governor Hurst is well aware of our exploits.
If by exploits, you mean what your friend is doing for Sidonia, and not your work for Constellation, Ms. Morgan, you're right on the money. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you?
How do you know so much about me?
Word travels fast around Sidonia. It's my business to know these things. Frankly, I'm not worried about you. As long as you play your cards right, it'll stay that way.
I'm looking for Mr. Brennan's shipment. He said you might know what happened to it.
Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this.
Deal. I do this for you, and you get me that shipment.
Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Let me board. I'm a Crimson Fleet pirate like you, and I'm here to help.
Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
Their crew could be heavily armed.
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you.
Or third choice. I kill you all and carry out the remainder of my mission.
Death it is! Damn it! This is what we have to do!
Oh, I'm hit!
No! Ah!
Ah! Waste of time. Don't leave any of that behind.
Here! Over here! Oh.
Guess I'm locked out of the ship.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. It's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our business together.
I'm back. Now let's talk about your end of the deal.
Did you, take care of my little problem?
I destroyed the ship. Whatever it is, your secret is safe.
Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
Right then, Assistant. Let's see. I know there's something I need you to do for me. My shipment. Do you have it yet?
Do you have any idea how hard it was to get this?
No. Was it difficult? I guess I never thought about it since you... I mean, my previous assistants just showed up with it whenever I asked.
Yeah, I've got it. This better be worth the trouble.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Anyway, can you get to my messages? They're always such a pain to manage, but with you answering them for me, it'll be easy. Oh, use my password, and try to make my replies sound like me, you know. So people think it's me, even though it's not.
So respond like I'm incompetent. What's in the shipment?
What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outposts on the city's outskirts due to frequent live fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions.
Mr. Brennan, I'm looking forward to meeting you to discuss our potential partnership. I know opportunities to buy Martian or don't come up very often, so I want you to know I'm willing to make a very generous offer. But let's discuss in person, shall we? My schedule is flexible, so tell me what works for you. Kind regards. Javier Lindholm. Request, replacement mining equipment. Submitted by Trevor Petyar. Notes. Our current mining equipment is woefully insufficient to yield results matching our quotas. It's older than most of our miners. Our tools break down, they jam, and a lot of time is wasted on fixing them to operable condition. As you can see, we've been able to just barely match our current quotas, as per the conditions you set, which should help make the difference in initial costs for this request, but if we had upgraded equipment, we'd be able to increase our mining yields by at least an additional 75%, which would increase our overall profits. Request approved. Request replacement mining equipment. Submitted by Trevor Petyar. Request PTO, submitted by Andres Jensen. Notes. Some of us, self-included, have been working hard here for almost 15 years, but we're still stuck with the standard 10 days off per calendar year. Now I'm grateful for the employment, but I've heard some buddies back home that they get 15 days PTO once they hit 10 years of service. Any chance we could do the same? Thank you. Request approved. Request. PTO, submitted by Andres Jensen. Request. Messages. Submitted by Leona Hawks. Notes. I've gotten word from the other executives that you haven't been replying to your messages in a timely manner. I'm writing this request in hopes that you, or your assistant, when we hire one, might see it here and get on that. Mr. Brennan, I'm writing to you to let you know that you have an outstanding tax balance. As a consequence, we've held up a shipment for you in hopes that it will motivate you to speak with us and come pay off your balance so that we can release it to you. As we value Deimos as a local business, we don't wish to see this escalated any further than it needs to due to a personal matter such as this. Thank you for understanding. Glenn Hurst, Governor, Cydonia. Hello, loser. Since I learned that you don't even check your work computer for actual work purposes, I realized I can say anything I want here, and you'll never know. Blarg. Boobdy-boobdy-boo. See, I can just say nonsense if I want, and it doesn't matter. But here's some real truth for you. You've got a BO problem. You're lazy and incompetent. You're an entitled trust fund kid who lucked into your position because of who you know, but not even that. It's because of who your daddy knows, yet they can't fire you because it'd be bad for the company for some reason. What a joke. You never even learned my name. I was your assistant for 3 damn years. It's Tim. It's not even hard to say. It's 3 letters. Working for you made me so mad. I'm glad I quit. I bet you didn't even notice. Tim O'Shea.
Loser.
What's taking Hank so long? I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go.
I'm back. I managed to approve your request.
I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put in an order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this.
Only if you pay me well.
Of course I'll pay you well. You're doing us a huge favor. I even anticipated this by carving out a chunk of the budget specifically to pay you. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Cydonia ship services over at the Starfield first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked. Hey, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for information on Hank Ferraro. I was told he passed through here.
Let's see here. Hank. No one by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro? Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways.
Why would he avoid landing at port?
I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else. I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him yourself, if you manage to track him down, that is.
Do you have any other information? Did Hank say anything when he departed?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it.
Thanks. I'm going to go back to Trevor with this information and get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you.
I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go.
Ship services said that Hank returned, but didn't land at the port.
That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this.
You want me to rough up Hank if he's being difficult?
Oh, wait. I didn't say that. I've got this. I'm going to smoke you.
Hey, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job. I will say that I won't officially tell you to do anything to him. But he's been surly as of late and always had a weird chip on his shoulder. So if it comes to that, you do what you need to do to protect yourself.
What should I do with him if he's guilty of stealing the equipment?
Well, see if you can get him to admit it first, and if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Sidonia security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first.
I'll try to find him and the missing equipment.
Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
Hey, Jack, I'm a stiff drink tonight. Yeah.
This is only my first contract, but I've already hauled more ore than any of the old-timers could ever produce. That's why they're jealous of me.
What do you think of mining work?
What, standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though.
So what's your story?
My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing! But really, I don't want to talk about myself.
I've got some questions for you, Hank, about the new equipment.
Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first.
No, first we talk. I don't need any distractions.
Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong?
Cut the crap. I knew you took the new equipment, but I don't know why.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, I took it. Wanna know why? I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit.
That's a terrible plan. And now that you told me, they'll arrest you.
Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. You say I take you to the goods and we bring it back. You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, alright?
You should know. I'm well armed and capable of defending myself if you go looking for trouble.
Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
If it's any consolation, I don't trust this man either. I'll keep an eye on him.
Man, I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan. You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Cool meal, maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to James without anyone noticing. Probably best we're returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? Was I thinking? I guess I could have flown somewhere remote and buried it, dump it all in one of the old mines and forget about it. But then you would have been real screwed, huh? Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right? Almost there, all right? Better park my ship off the way so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back, eh? I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead? All right. That's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back.
Yeah, I knew you wanted me alone so you could kill me. Let's do this.
Shit. You knew?
Oh, you could have even tried talking to Hank before you decided to kill him.
Any luck? I'm looking forward to hearing all about this.
Well, I found out what happened with Hank and the equipment.
Oh, do tell. What took him so long?
Hank stole it in hopes you'd all get fired. Then he tried to kill me.
Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous. It's a real shame. But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. You know, I believe we've got the best mining team ever assembled here.
Are you all good now? You've got all the new equipment you needed?
But that's the idea, anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left over to fix old Gnome over there. Would have been nice to have another functional robot around. It's fine anyway. I think we've gotten used to that old broken down talking computer just the way he is.
Good luck, Trevor. See you around.
You have a good one, alright?